Hey everybody, welcome back to STEEPCAST. This is episode 5. Please ignore the refrigerator that you can hear behind me.
Hey, is your refrigerator running?
Take off, bud. Do we finally have some Steep news to get to?
We sure do, bud. We have the winners of Steep World Tour from the X Games season, and they are here on the table.
Shout out to our first placers, Cubes, Biddy Chimp, and McCrane. I believe this might be the first time this has happened, but PC came in 3rd place overall for the highest scores. PS4 and Xbox One blew them out of the water this time.
It is one of the few cases that's happened in my memory. Season 15 has officially kicked off for Steep, running February 4th to March 3rd, and it is called Super Bloom. It is styled after Lou and Mickey from the Far Cry series, and brings a suite of new challenges, events, and a Steep World Tour. There will be a Valentine's Day from February 11th to the 18th, and there will be a carnival from February 25th until March 3rd. These events will bring new weekly challenges and PvP events. There are 8 new season specials for you to try, including the Yeti special by Bone Crusher 2D. There will be new challenges to test your skills, including photo mode, tricks in the snow park, and others that require you to wear specific items, such as the unicorn costume. The rewards will be part of the exclusive Super Boom set. Finally, the Steep World Tour tournament kicks off this week. The qualifiers run from February 7th until February 10th, and all you have to do is beat one challenge to access the next phase. There are 4 challenges listed below that you can take part of.
All right, Mitch, it's time. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
It's time for the Reddit Roundup.
Nick, I want you to take this first one because I don't know if you've seen it, but this definitely should be added as a stance.
Okay, hold on. I haven't seen this video yet, so I'm pulling it up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Our first submission this week is a video from Hell of a Heart. What is that? What are they doing?
We're gonna get a combo wingsuit and ski.
Generating thrust. That's, the albatross? The penguin? The seagull. Let's call this the seagull stance. I love it. Yep. New DLC on its way. That has to be in the game.
Our next clip comes from I'm Nade, titled A Sweet Beginner Run by Me. Our next... No. Yeah, that's it. That's all. No, that's not it. No.
I hope you're still recording. Please don't cut any of this.
Yeah, that's for you to do.
You good to go?
I left some pauses.
Yep. Focus.
I don't think I can. I'd never make it in comedy. Our next clip was submitted from user I'm Nade and is called A Sweet Beginner Run by Me. He has great uses of different grabs and butters while going off the jumps, so keep it up.
Our next submission is a cross post from Trickin'. This one's titled, If You Could Only Do This Without Your Screen Going Gray. This is that trick we were talking about last week from Fridge in the Knuckle Huck. Just an incredible full extension into that knuckle, and it just absolutely beautiful. I would love to see a mechanic that would allow us to do this in the game, but this event is so brand new that all we can do right now is just hope. But yeah, that ragdoll never lets you do any cool tricks in the game. Am I right, Trickin'? He knows.
We also have an excellent use of photo mode's black and white plus depth of field filter from Gnarly Duck, so check out this sweet GIF.
This is just so beautiful. I love that black and white is starting to take over in these submissions. They've been my favorites overall. And our final submission this week comes from admin, It's Lights. This is Catching the Sun. And you can't time a picture any better than they did. Characters just launching off of a rock in the middle of a jump and just so happens to cradle the sun in his hand. It's just A+ work. We have real photographers in this game, dude. All right, Mitch, main topic, what do we got? I'm reading the script right now. It looks like we don't have a main topic. Wow, this is awkward. So things have been a little hectic, and we weren't able to pull a main topic together. I know it's only week 5, and we should have our stuff figured out for the inaugural run of this. But again, there's stuff outside of making the YouTube videos for the time being. we will be getting underway with some awesome interviews, so keep a lookout for those. Some of the best riders in the game will be joining us on the STEEPCAST in the next few weeks.
If you have people you want us to interview or you have some good questions to ask, just send them our way. If not, don't worry, we'll do all the hard work for you.
Yeah, don't worry, sit back and relax. No, but seriously though, please let us know who you want us to interview. Okay, so I guess we can move on to our video and photo challenges. That was awkward. Do you feel awkward? I feel awkward right now.
It's our channel. We make the rules, bud.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Alright, yeah, let's hit the videos.
We have a winner chicken dinner for our Big Air video contest. Or, should I say duck dinner?
Please don't.
'Cause it's Gnarly Duck.
Oh.
That was a really bad joke.
Hey Mitch, it's our channel. We make the rules, remember? Got him!
I swear to God, this can be the last episode.
Roll the clip.
Gnarly Duck pulls off a sweet 360 grab off this jump and manages to find the right landing spot.
Dude, she ripped that jump apart. Loved the use of slow-mo, and I loved the voice of the character coming in right at the end.
Our video challenge category for week 5 is called Fun with Sleds.
Oh, hell yeah, I love the sleds. This is gonna be so much fun.
See if you can pull off a triple backflip on the sled. Spoiler, you can't.
Oh my god, could you imagine though?
But see what cool tricks you can pull off on the sled, or what funny clips you can make on the sled.
Yeah, we are definitely going to accept fail submissions as well for this week, because you have to with the sled.
Now let's move on to our photo contest.
The winner of the photo contest this week... Wait, why is it blank?
There were no submissions this week, Nick.
Are you telling me that there's no submissions again this week?
None.
What's going on here, guys? Does no one want to take photos? I mean, we find photos for the Reddit Roundup every week. Well, if you want us to keep doing the photo contest, we'll keep doing it. But honestly, this is a learning process for all of us. So if people don't want to do the photo contest, screw it. We'll remove the photo contest, I guess. It doesn't hurt anyone's feelings over here on our end.
It'll make the video editing a lot shorter for me. Well, one of us is upset by this.
Yeah, Mitch, pull yourself together.
We'll keep coming up with random topics for the time being.
Do we at least have a question this week?
Yes, Nick, we have a few questions for you to answer. This week, submit a photo of yourself paragliding. In case people don't know where to submit them, check the YouTube description down below, and it will link you to the Reddit thread where you can post your submission.
Just post the video anywhere. We check all of the social medias at the same time. It's not hard.
I'll create some burner accounts and submit photos for you to view.
Whew. Alright, after a few very deep breaths, I think I'm finally ready to answer some questions.
We got another question from our friend Chris Wayne, who asked our opinion on a few more things about the game. First was, what about more characters to choose from, or a light create a rider? Nick?
I think a light creator in the game would be really fun to be able to make your own character in the game. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to ride as themselves or like Ric Flair on the mountain? So that's a yes for me.
I agree with that as well. I think it should move to be more of creating one rider, but then being able to save different outfits and having different outfits for each of the sports as well, but all tied to that character, or transferred to another character if you make him again.
Oh yeah, I really like that. That's kind of like a Rockstar perspective on it, like just have a couple outfits saved in your inventory that you can swap from. I really like that.
Next, he mentioned having some points on the mountain for socializing, looking for a game, or even shops for time-limited stuff.
In the direction that the game is heading with all of the multiplayer beta and all of that kind of stuff popping up, I think somewhere like a ski lodge would be really beneficial to be able to meet your friend on the mountain. That just seems like the direction that the game is heading, and it seems like that would be the next logical step.
Different designed ski lodges on top of the different mountains would be sweet. He also said that we talked about the Rockies, but what about expanding the Alps to Austria and Italy? And I say, yeah, go for every mountain you possibly can.
Shoot for the moon, bud. There's no wrong answers. I'm here for it.
Steep in space.
Don't give away our secrets!
Finally, he asked if we'd like to see the Knuckle Huck in the game, and,
Is snow cold? Of course we want the Knuckle Huck. That was by far our favorite competition at the X Games this year.
It was a sweet event, and I would just love to see the ability to pull off some of those tricks that they were.
And I also just want to point out that Chris left an awesome little message at the end of their question. They said, "Keep up the good work and may the snow powder for you." That's so much better than our catchphrase that we've started with, "See you on the slopes." That's so much better. May the snow powder for you. Oh my gosh, that was written in a poem somewhere that was recovered in a glacier in the Alps. Come on. Thanks, Chris.
We also have a point brought up by Seb about our discussion last week on the X Games and the new scoring format that they had, where I mostly mentioned that they changed it so it was an overall impression and based off of kind of steeziness and tricks and how cool they looked, and it wasn't so much of a factor on how many spins you could get. And he's right. The winners in a lot of the events were still the ones that were pulling off the biggest air and getting a ton of spins. But from what I saw, they still had to put together 3 complete runs and not just count on their best run. The commentators talked about the judges looking for less repetition in between each run as well. So I think they did a better job with that. But so there's still a weird mix of trying to get the big tricks, but I think there's still an emphasis on the riders trying to land the biggest tricks. But I think there is that push of them having a complete profile of runs throughout the event.
And the main question of what do you guys reckon could be done to actually bring Steez back to the X Games? Would it be changing the judging criterias? And I'm not so sure. I think that has something to do with it. I really liked the freedom that the riders had this year. However, like you said, there were some things that could have been better that we missed out on the judges' perspective and the points perspective of these X Games. So it's the first year for this kind of format, and you're always going to have road bumps in the first year of any new format of any event. I mean, look at the NFL, look at the NHL, look at the MLB. When they come out with new rules, people absolutely lose their minds until the league goes back and fine-tunes them for the next rollout of the next version of that. So I think in time we're going to see some of that judging criteria creeping its way back in, but I really liked the environment and the vibe of that whole weekend. It was really nice to have a change of pace, and I think they're stepping in the right direction, but of course they're going to need to tweak things for the future. So I would say keep this new format. Just change it as it goes, build on top of it, let it evolve into its own thing. They're playing with lightning in a bottle here, and it's only going to become more evident the longer that they allow this system to grow and develop into what it can truly become.
I wonder if it'll ever go back to how they were scoring slopestyle in the past couple of years, where the score was out of 100. Since there were 6 features on the course, they would get a ranking out of 10 for each feature on the difficulty of the trick, but then the last 40 points were all about style and overall impression. So they had that hybrid system going on where they were still getting ranked on the technicality compared to the other riders, but then they were also getting that visual satisfaction score at the end. So
yeah, and maybe that comes back with, instead of the last 40 points, it's just a little bigger percentage.
Yeah, who knows what they'll do. I'm sure they're going to take feedback from everyone that was watching and from the riders themselves too, to see what people liked and didn't like, and then make some changes for next year.
Well, it has been another short and sweet STEEPCAST. As always, we hope you guys enjoyed this week, and please let us know what you think and what you would like us to talk about next week down below.
Also, be sure to head over to Reddit or Twitter or find us anywhere else on social media and submit your photos and videos for the challenges, because right now, if you send us one, it's guaranteed to be in the next episode.
Ain't that the truth? As always, I'm Nick, that's Mitch,
and we'll see you on the slopes.
May the snow powder for you. Oh, I can't get over that.